Hi, good evening, good afternoon, right there. Now, I'll talk about the last class. We used to, no, wait, we talked about the present perfect and the simple past was the first grammar note that we had, no? The uses of present perfect versus the present perfect continuous, sorry, and the present perfect versus simple past, not the use. So the present perfect is basically to talk about experiences. Meanwhile, the simple past, you talk about an event that it's over, so it's finished, so it's not gonna be repeated anymore. And then the next one, it's simple present. Well, sorry, present perfect versus present perfect continuous. The main difference here is the present perfect. It's you describe an event that occurred in the past, but continue or you mention it in this time. Then the present perfect continuous is an activity that it's ongoing and still. So the present perfect continuous is used to talk about for an activity that takes longer or to prior the how long is it, no? So it says that it's just to express that activity takes more time than what is expected, or something, yes, something that takes more time, no, than the expected. Then continue with the activities. We move to the vocabulary plus vocabulary plus, and as well as the page 135, and part A and B, no, you were supposed to finish it, and now we're gonna see through the answers, no. We ordered the story, the narrative of the man that was bitten by a shark, and then the last activity that I requested was to complete the conversation, well, the story. That in the arrow you have to put the or complete the story by adding an event to continue with the story. Afterwards, we look to the adverbs of time. No, here there are adverbs of time. Uh, Use the adverbs with the simple past to describe something that happened at later. Use the adverbs with the simple past to describe two things that happen at the same time, and something that was true or that happened before another event in the past. No, that's basically using the past perfect, as you can see. I had never lost. So we look to the present perfect, the present perfect continuous, the simple past, and the past perfect. Those grammar bytes or charts that we already looked. Now I'm gonna move to the part of the grammar pluses, and as well I have here creating a story. For creating a story, that's an activity that I gave to you. And then, but before going to the checking of the grammar plus and the vocabulary plus, is gonna check this exercise from, that's the page, what page is it? It's page 50. I'm gonna go and check page 50. I'm gonna do it with you. On page 15, we have the first part. No, this is epidemic. Says words that belongs to this gap. No, epidemic. We have illness. Well, the meaning. No, epidemic. It's an illness that spreads through a population. Famine, a serious shortage of food. Hijacking, forcing someone to give you control of a vehicle or airplane. Kidnapping, holding person illegally in exchange of money or something else value. Natural disaster, destructive force of nature such as flood, typhoon, earthquake, etc. Political crisis, crucial political situation, sorry, that may result in negative change and rebellion, resistance on often violent to higher authority. Recession, slow or falling economy, talking or taking another's possessions illegally, robbery, and scandal, action that is considered against moral standards and that has been made public. That's the meaning of that words. Now, looking to the page, that was the page 46, guys. Sorry, I was on page 46. I forgot to tell you that those answers. Moving to page 50. Page 50, we have the, where am I? Where am I? Page 50. I think my book is different. Wait. Oh yeah, I got it. Got it. Creating and story says And in creating a story, I will tell you the, well, it's in part 5. Follow me in part 5. So we have beginning story. For beginning story, sorry guys, I had the other answers from you that I'm going to show. But I'm gonna put it right here. No, no, wait. Let me move this. Let me move this because we're gonna use them later. So I'm gonna put it next to aside, and we're gonna check the answers. We're gonna check the answer from the page 50, and we have beginning story. What expression do we have there? We have I'll sorry if I make typos, boys. I'll never forget the time. 3 periods. It all started when? 3 periods. And then that reminds me of when. Now it's starting beginning story. And I got to tell you about. So this is for beginning story. No? So I'll never forget a time that I visited or that I went to. No, you start a story, and then these expressions you can follow them to make or start in the story. Continuing, then continuing. We omitted the e. Continuing a story. For continuing story, we have what happened. What happened was. Then the next one is meanwhile. Then we have the next thing we knew. We knew. Sorry, knew. You pronounce new. No, it's not can you. It's new. And then or can you. No, many people have trouble to pronounce that word, but it's new. And so later on, that's the order for continuing a story. Then the next gap is going back in a story. So it's like you were telling something important, but you will change of topic, but you mention something important, then you get back to your your last story. No, so it's like the thing you have to know is ah periods. I put 4. No, it's 4. 3. No, wait, 3. Uh, done. Yeah. Then the thing you have to know is I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention, and then continue. Forgot to mention that. Then the other thing is periods. And the last part, guys, ending a story. Ending in story. Ending in story, we have and in the end. In the end, it doesn't even matter. No, it's just in the. Sorry, I got inspired by the song Linkin Park. And then to make a long story short. Period. And finally, well, so finally. So this is the order of the gaps that we have on page 50. That was the answer from page 50, guys. Now I'm gonna put these answers aside, and I'm gonna use the next answers for the grammar pluses. Well, the grammar plus B and vocabulary and plus A and B. Remember that those activities are almost in the end of your book. And let's continue. So hope that you're doing great, that you having the ball, that you are okay, that not sick, not getting flu. So these days it's weird these days because sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, but in the night it's very cold. But I don't know what's happening in my room. My room is like in 50 degrees. Now let's gonna start with the grammar pluses, guys. We're gonna start with the grammar pluses again. So let's see. All right. Well, we arrived finally to adverbs with the simple past and past perfect. When and the simple past and past perfect can be used to express different times relationships. When I arrived in Bangkok, comma, my connecting flight had already departed. No, so the event occurred first that the plane already departed. No, so that was happened before. No, when I arrived in Bangkok, my friend met me at the airport. Then when before makes the sequence of events clear. Sorry. But when and the simple past and past perfect can be used to express different time relationships. No, so one event occurs first, then the other one. When before makes the sequence of events clear, the simple past or past perfect can be used to. It began to rain before she boarded the plane. It had begun to rain before she boarded the plane. So we need to deal what even occurred first. And yet, and already are used to with both present perfect and past perfect to show that an event took place earlier or later. It had already, well, not finished now. It had already started raining when I arrived in Bangkok, and it hadn't started raining yet when I arrived in Bangkok. We're gonna have the next reading, but I know that it will be a little difficult to follow me when, well, I am at the time I'm telling the answer, so that's why I put it in the well, right in the board that you can follow me at the same time that I predict. But first, I'm gonna read them with the correct answer. No? So it's the taxi arrived to take Erica to airport for her flight, sorry, to London. Until the day she was had never been. In this case, it had never been because it occurred first on an internal flight. Then the travel agent. Well, I got lost. Had told her that to get to the airport early. So arrived. She arrived. The pronunciation of arrive is arrived 4 hours before her flight was due to leave. When she when she got, that's the answer, guys. When she got there, she realized that's a sequence. She realized she had plenty of time to spare, so she decided to have some coffee and a snack and looked at the newspapers before she checked in. So, do you follow me? Checked in, and then she had already bought. So that's occurred first. Some chocolate bars to eat on the plane. So she decided to have one of those. She sat at the corner and ordered a coffee. Then, when her coffee came, she pulled her favorite section out of the newspapers carefully, refolded it, and put it on the counter beside her. When she, when oops, there's my little ducks. When she reached, when she reached for her chocolate bar, she saw that some. All right, we're gonna continue. Sorry for the interruption. When her coffee came, she pulled her favorite section out, the newspaper carefully refolded, and put it on the counter beside her. When she reached for her chocolate bar, she saw that someone already, well, sorry, had already taken. Someone has already taken, and so I will have to put the chorus not lose that. So into A before that. So she hadn't really noticed him. She watched as he picked up a piece of the chocolate and calmly popped into his mouth. She never saw in her life. No, she never saw him in her life. Sorry, hadn't seen him in her life. She hadn't seen him in her life. So still staring at him. She picked up a piece and ate it. Then, so did Erica. Finally, there was only one piece left. Erica took it, and the man stood up. He said, "Look, you are that hungry by yourself a donut set." He slammed he slammed a dollar bill down on the counter and stormed out. In her entire life, she had never been so shocked. Muttering to herself, Erica began to gather up her things. Suddenly, she stopped, standing as still as a statue. There, under the newspaper, was her chocolate bar, exactly where she had put it before. she had put it before, whole fiasco began. No, so she thought the man had taken her chocolate bar. It was a completely mistake. And that's it, guys. The end of this unit. Tomorrow I'm going to open today. I'll be opening the your exams, and then afterwards in the next session of tomorrow I'm gonna open the Zoom. I think that I'll open well the hour of the course. Considering I'll be 4:30 of tomorrow. Yes. So any questions and things regarding the activity, make me any question tomorrow. We have the session open at Zoom, and I hope that everyone is okay and see you soon. Take care.